Book 7 Judges chapter 9. Abimelech the son of Jerubbaal went to Shechem to his mother's relatives and spoke to them and to all the clan of his mother's father, saying, Say in the hearing of all the leaders of Shechem, which is better for you, that all 70 sons of Jerubbaal rule over you, or that one rule over you? Remember also that I am your bone and your flesh. His mother's relatives spoke all these words on his behalf in the hearing of all the leaders of Shechem, and their hearts inclined to follow Abimelech, for they said, He is our brother. They gave him 70 pieces of silver out of the temple of Baal-berith, with which Abimelech hired reckless men, and they followed him. He went to his father's house at Ophrah and killed his brothers the sons of Jerubbaal, 70 men on one stone. But Jotham the youngest son of Jerubbaal was left, for he hid himself. All the men of Shechem and all Beth Millo gathered together and went and made Abimelech king by the oak of the pillar at Shechem. When they told Jotham, he went and stood on the top of Mount Gerizim and cried out with a loud voice to them, Listen to me, you men of Shechem, that God may listen to you. Once the trees went forth to anoint a king over them, and they said to the olive tree, Reign over us. But the olive tree said to them, Shall I leave my oil by which gods and men are honored, and go to wave over the trees? Then the trees said to the fig tree, You come and reign over us. But the fig tree said to them, Shall I leave my sweetness and my good fruit and go to wave over the trees? Then the trees said to the vine, You come and reign over us. But the vine said to them, Shall I leave my new wine which cheers gods and men, and go to wave over the trees? Then all the trees said to the bramble, You come and reign over us. And the bramble said to the trees, If in truth you are anointing me king over you, come and take refuge in my shade. But if not, let fire come out from the bramble and devour the cedars of Lebanon. Now therefore, if you have dealt in truth and integrity in making Abimelech king, and if you have acted well toward Jerubbaal and his house, and have done to him as his hands deserve, for my father fought for you and risked his life and rescued you from the hand of Midian, but you have risen up against my father's house this day and have killed his sons, 70 men on one stone, and have made Abimelech, the son of his female servant, king over the men of Shechem, because he is your brother. If you have dealt in truth and integrity with Jerubbaal and with his house this day, then rejoice in Abimelech, and let him also rejoice in you. But if not, let fire come out from Abimelech and devour the men of Shechem and Beth Millo, and let fire come out from the men of Shechem and Beth Millo and devour Abimelech. Then Jotham ran away and fled and went to Beer, and lived there because of Abimelech his brother. After Abimelech had ruled over Israel 3 years, God sent an evil spirit between Abimelech and the men of Shechem, and the men of Shechem dealt treacherously with Abimelech. This was so that the violence done to the 70 sons of Jerubbaal might come and their blood be laid on Abimelech their brother, who killed them, and on the men of Shechem, who strengthened his hands to kill his brothers. The men of Shechem set ambushes against him on the tops of the mountains, and they robbed all who passed by them along the road. And it was told to Abimelech. Then Gaal the son of Ebed came with his relatives and crossed over into Shechem, and the men of Shechem put their trust in him. They went out into the field and gathered the grapes from their vineyards and trod them, and held a festival. They went into the temple of their God and ate and drank and cursed Abimelech. Gaal the son of Ebed said, Who is Abimelech and who is Shechem that we should serve him? Is he not the son of Jerubbaal, and is not Zebul his officer? Serve the men of Hamor the father of Shechem, but why should we serve him? Oh, that this people were under my hand. Then I would remove Abimelech. And he said to Abimelech, Increase your army and come out. When Zebul the ruler of the city heard the words of Gaal the son of Ebed, his anger burned. He sent messengers to Abimelech secretly, saying, Look, Gaal the son of Ebed and his relatives have come to Shechem, and they are stirring up the city against you. Now therefore rise up by night, you and the people who are with you, and lie in wait in the field. In the morning, as soon as the sun is up, rise early and rush upon the city. When he and the people who are with him come out against you, do to them as the opportunity allows. So Abimelech and all the people who were with him rose up by night and lay in wait against Shechem in 4 companies. Gaal the son of Ebed went out and stood in the entrance of the gate of the city, and Abimelech and the people who were with him rose from the ambush. When Gaal saw the people, he said to Zebul, Look, people are coming down from the mountaintops. Zebul said to him, You see the shadow of the mountains as if they were men. Gaal spoke again and said, Look, people are coming down from the center of the land, and 1 company is coming from the direction of the oak of Meonenim. Then Zebul said to him, Where is your big talk now, you who said, Who is Abimelech that we should serve him? Is this not the people you despised? Go out now and fight with them. So Gaal went out at the head of the leaders of Shechem and fought with Abimelech. Abimelech chased him, and he fled before him, and many fell wounded up to the entrance of the gate. Abimelech stayed in Arumah, and Zebul drove out Gaal and his relatives so that they could not live in Shechem. The next day the people went out into the field, and it was reported to Abimelech. He took the people and divided them into 3 companies and lay in wait in the field. When he saw the people coming out of the city, he rose against them and struck them down. Abimelech captured the city all that day, and he killed the people who were in it and tore down the city and sowed it with salt. When all the leaders of the tower of Shechem heard of it, they entered the stronghold of the temple of El-Berith. It was told to Abimelech that all the leaders of the tower of Shechem were gathered together. Abimelech went up to Mount Zalmon, he and all the people who were with him. He took an axe in his hand and cut down a bundle of branches and took it up and laid it on his shoulder. Then he said to the people who were with him, "What you have seen me do, hurry and do as I have done." So every one of the people cut down a bundle and followed Abimelech. They put them against the stronghold and set the stronghold on fire over them, so that all the people of the tower of Shechem, about 1,000 men and women, died. Then Abimelech went to Thebez and camped against Thebez and captured it. But there was a strong tower within the city, and all the men and women and all the leaders of the city fled to it and shut themselves in, and they went up to the roof of the tower. Abimelech came to the tower and attacked it and approached the entrance of the tower to burn it with fire. Then a certain woman threw an upper millstone on Abimelech's head and crushed his skull. Immediately he called to his armor-bearer and said to him, "Draw your sword and kill me, lest they say of me, 'A woman killed him.'" And his young man thrust him through, and he died. When the men of Israel saw that Abimelech was dead, they each went home. Thus God repaid the evil that Abimelech had done to his father in killing his 70 brothers. And God also made all the wickedness of the men of Shechem return on their heads, and upon them came the curse of Jotham the son of Jerubbaal.